Howdy doody everybody, my name is KevGuuey and welcome back to Root Double Before Crime After Days Extend Edition. If you missed the last episode, you can click on the eye on the top of the video to watch a previous episode to get caught up. So, the jammed gate opened with a jarring sound. Whoa, what happened? That scared me. Get out of here, controller! Freaking controller rumbly tumbly. Oh, hold on everybody. Let me move this away so that there will not be any more disruptions of that spookiness. And if you hear me yelling, it's because I was moving away, so you could hear me. Before Natsuhiko could think, he tumbled over from the excess momentum. Oh, and he knocked his back against the floor. Whoa. Yeah, I think I'm fine. Mashiro called out to him. Salyu sadly looked down on him. Natsuhiko was confused for a second as to what was going on. So, is it a flashback? That's right. I was trying to escape from LABO. And after straining to wrench open a jammed gate, they had finally gotten it open. Oh, hello. Yuri looked at Natsuhiko and anxiously spoke. Wow, they look all really worried for me. Except for, not Mashiro, Salyu. I think so. Yay! Natsuhiko got up and looked toward the gate. Oh yeah, we need to escape. They all nodded and rushed towards Area 2. But still, Natsuhiko thought to himself. They were in such a desperate situation, yet Natsuhiko just spent a moment in deep reminiscence. Why now? Why am I remembering what happened these past few days? That's a good question. He vividly recalled what happened that day as if time had rewound itself. He experienced with such clarity the conversation he had with Mashiro at the park, and the time Salyu showed up at their house too. No, this is no time to be looking toward the past. Concentrate on getting out of here. Yes. As soon as Natsuhiko had that thought, two bizarre silhouettes appeared further down the hall. It's Heyama and Dojima. Natsuhiko and the others stopped in their tracks. The two shadows were unidentifiable people with their faces hidden behind masks. Oh yeah, that doesn't look spooky at all, guys. No siree. They spoke as they headed towards the group. Uh-huh. Which one's Dojima? The blue one or the yellow one? Yeah. Yeah! Natsuhiko breathed a sigh of relief upon hearing those words. Thank goodness, if we leave Yuri with these people, that's one thing off our minds. Wait, is that why we left her? And why did Salyu move back a little? Why did she do that? That was... Yes. No. Just us four. Can they not see that there's 4 children here? As the rescue squad member spoke, he reached a hand out to Natsuhiko. When suddenly he found a foot lodged into his abdomen. What just happened? The rescue worker collapsed onto the floor from the impact of the kick. Huh? Natsuko looked to the girl next to him in shock. It was Salyu that kicked the man. He looked at Natsuko with level-headed eyes. The other rescue worker grabbed at Salyu's shoulder. Salyu grabbed that hand, and not a second later, she hurled the man away. What? What the heck? What kind of strength does she have? The rescue worker hit the floor and lost consciousness. Salyu responded to Mashira's hollow voice with a, What? And why do you say that? They're rescue workers. Why not? What? Is that why they're like that? In Route A? What? Salyu's cold gaze. One look from her, Natsuko was instantly reminded of a sight he once saw. Those same eyes she had when they first met. Those gazing eyes that looked at Natsuko expressionlessly from within the onlookers at the car crash. No. Why? This is very bizarre. As soon as Natsuko had that thought. Whoa, hi! Yuri whispered from beside him. Your mouth isn't moving. Yes? What does that have to do with trusting people? This is very bizarre. And what is real? There has to be a reason why Salyu doesn't trust them. Why? Huh. He could not grasp the true intention of those words. You said yourself memories are ambiguous. And they can change. As soon as those words left Yuri's lips, Natsuko saw his watch in the corner of his eye, and it was not broken. Hey look! The tiny numbers on the dial were almost bizarrely clear and distinct. 9:12. 6:39. Oh, it's always in the morning. What happened on that day? Natsuko tried to confirm what Yuri meant. He struggled to form his thoughts into words. Static. Oh look, static. This is very bizarre. Dreams in reality. Thank you, Natsuko. Natsuko sprung up in bed. My checkered blanket. For a second, he couldn't tell where he was. Where am I? My room? Not LABO. He took a look around before coming to the slow realization that he was in his room. What if? Wait. Oh. I remember now. You guys recall in the last episode there was that red one. The red one before we came back to realization that we were in LABO. If we chose the other one, if we didn't, I guess, put our impression for Salyu that high and just lowered it really low, maybe we would have died. Huh. Interesting. So maybe Salyu is protecting us. Because if we went with them, we would have died somehow. He took a look around before coming to the slow realization that he was in his room. His heart was still thumping hard. Not a dream. It's very weird. Is he seeing the future, or is he in the future and he's thinking about the past? And I'm not sure. Is he getting glimpses of the future, or is he just having flashbacks of the past? Every so often, Natsuko would wake up from a nightmare like this. But every time he'd wake up, he'd forget about the particulars of the nightmare. That's the worst. That's why when you wake up, you gotta write down your dream, or you forget. It probably had something to do with that day 9 years ago, or perhaps... No. Yeah, drenched in sweat and pee. Because I probably peed myself in bed. Natsuko shook his head in frustration before changing and leaving the room. Before Chapter 3, September 12th chapter! Oh my gosh, 4 days until the incident. Ooh. Hi. Now I'm gonna end the episode here, everybody. Because we're in the new chapter, and wow, that whole scene with you really just caught me off guard a lot. And we'll find out how today's day is gonna go in the next episode of Root Double Before Crime After Days Extended Edition. So if you guys enjoyed this episode, then please slime that like button and subscribe down below for more awesome videos. Thank you everybody for watching this episode, and you will hear me in the next one. Goodbye! Aiko though. Oh, so Sakura doesn't want to get pregnant, but Sakura wants Aiko to get pregnant. Oh, okay.